y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. My name is Jaila, also known as JaiChanellie on the internet, so that is where you can find and follow me. Today I'm coming to show you how to get these super beautiful distress faux locks. So if you want to know all the materials that you need, all the FAQs, and a tutorial of how to achieve these faux locks, go ahead and keep on watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button, and congrats to us for hitting 13,000 subscribers. Also hit that notification bell so you can know anytime I'm posting a new video. By the way, it's always on Mondays at 3 p.m. EST. Let's get right into it. So I'm coming to you with some mini braids in my hair. I showed you how to achieve box braids on your natural hair without extension. We actually put these mini braids in our hair so that we can be ready to install our distress faux locks. So let's get right into that. So first things first, let me go ahead and show you what my hair is looking like. And now here are the materials that you'll need to achieve this style. You will need your standard crochet hook. You can get this for $1 at your local beauty supply store. The hair that I will be using is 24 inch. I got these off of Amazon for a pretty good price. I will leave that link in the description box below for you. We also have our spring twist hair, and this is actually ombre spring twist hair. I have yet to see anybody use ombre spring twist hair to wrap the distress lock, so I'm very interested to see how this is going to turn out. I have a scrunchie to help me with organization, and I also have a couple of clips to help with organization as well. So those are all of the materials that I have right now, and of course you're gonna need your snacks, your Netflix, all that good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and do a test lock in the very back, and I will come and show you how to achieve the faux locks in the front of my head. So I went ahead and worked on the bulk of my hair yesterday. I'm gonna show you exactly how to achieve these distress faux locks today. It may look like I'm done up here, but I actually have 3 more faux locks to install. First thing I want to do is actually grab my faux lock, and this is what my faux lock looks like. I'm going to find the end with the loop, and I'm going to actually open that loop just enough so that I can slide my pinky finger through it. Next thing you're going to need is your crochet latch, hook, whatever you call this. We're going to take this with the latch closed, and I'm going to stick this through the base of my braid, just like so. During that process, the latch actually opened up, which is exactly how we want it. And guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and hook on our faux lock onto our latch. And of course, we gotta go ahead and close this latch on up, and I'm gonna pull through the base of my braid. Next step is to find that loop once again. And this time what I'm gonna do with that loop, I'm gonna take my natural hair and I'm gonna take it right through that loop. Just like so. I'm gonna tug on that faux lock just to tighten it up. And now that you see that we've essentially crocheted that lock onto our natural hair, what we're gonna do is take our spring twist hair, and we're just gonna conceal our natural hair by wrapping the spring twist hair around our hair and the lock together. So now you're gonna need your spring twist hair. And what I'm doing right now, I'm just stretching it and fluffing it out. We want it to be as fluffy as possible because we want it to cover a lot of surface area. I'm taking the very end of this spring twist hair, and I'm actually gonna hold this right up against the lock and my natural hair. And I'm gonna actually hold it with my dominant hand because I actually use my non-dominant hand to wrap. And then I'm actually gonna start wrapping, and I'm gonna try to keep this as fanned out as possible. I'm gonna wrap about 3 or 4 times up here at the root, but be careful because you don't want to create too much tension for yourself, okay? So now that that root is pretty concealed, or I hope it's concealed, child, I can't really see, I'm going to continue to wrap down, and I'm really wrapping down as desired, because the beautiful thing about distress locks is that you don't have to wrap a certain way. You can leave some spots exposed. You can overlap the hair if you want to. You really can do whatever you want to do because it's just going to add to the character of your locks. So one thing I do want to note is that I'm kind of guiding the hair down with my dominant hand. So my left hand is my dominant hand, and my thumb is kind of guiding the hair as I'm wrapping it down. Another thing I want to point out is that I'm also fanning the hair out just a little bit with my thumb before I wrap around, because again, we want to cover as much surface area as possible. We don't want that hair to just bunch up on itself, so that we're not getting the most out of that thickness. And I have not been looking in my mirror yet So I'm hoping this looks good. I also don't have on my glasses, so looking in the mirror really wouldn't do much for me. I'm gonna go back just a little bit because I wanna make sure I'm covering my hair almost completely so this can be a true protective style. And I'm starting to near the end of my spring twist hair. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna take this spring twist hair and make a slip knot. And now I've secured this hair. It's not going to come loose, y'all, but we still have a little bit of this end left. So what I'm gonna do is now wrap up for the ends. And I'm gonna literally wrap until I have no more strands. So this is how I wrap my spring twist hair around my faux lock. Now, this little piece right here, I have some locks where I have some ends out and some where I actually wrapped all the way. I'm gonna leave this like this for now, but I will show you how to wrap all the way down on another one, okay? Before we do that, let's go ahead and admire our distressed lock. I'm gonna go through the exact same process. I'm taking my faux lock and I'm gonna find the loop at the very top of that faux lock just by separating it like this. And I'm gonna stick my pinky through it to keep that lock in place. Meanwhile, we are taking our crochet hook and we are going to stick that crochet hook through the roots of our plait, making sure that it's open right now. In that open position, we're gonna go ahead and latch on our faux lock. Remember to close that latch right on up before you pull it through at the root. And now we have our faux lock through our roots, right? Done with that crochet hook, but you still need this loop at the very top. Why do we need that loop? Because we need to bring our natural hair through that loop. Just like that. And the way that we're gonna tighten this up is by pulling on the faux lock. So now our natural hair and our faux lock are joined in holy matrimony, and we're gonna actually seal the deal with a piece of spring twist hair. So take your spring twist hair, go ahead and fluff it right on out. I'm gonna take a little piece at the end, just like an inch or so, and I'm gonna hold that at the root. I'm gonna hold it with my dominant hand because I like to wrap with my non-dominant hand, holding at the top for security. I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping. Wrapping about 3 or 4 times at the root, just to make sure we're concealing. Might not be perfect. I literally don't know what it looks like right now, so charge it to my head and not my heart. So once we've wrapped a couple of times, we can go ahead and travel down the base of the lock. Remember, at this point, anything goes. You can leave gaps. You can overlap the spring twist hair. Whatever floats your boat, whatever is easiest and most ergonomic for you, I think you should absolutely do. Remember, I use my dominant hand as a guide, so I am going ahead and guiding that wrapping motion, even though the wrapping motion is being done by my non-dominant hand. And that's just my personal preference. Do what works for you. If you want to wrap with your dominant hand, by all means, go ahead and do that. When you're wrapping your natural hair, you do want to make sure that you are covering your braid up, just so you are getting a true protective style and your hair can be nice and moisturized and kept underneath. So the ends of my hair is right here. I'm gonna really fan out that hair. I'm really gonna concentrate in this section and make sure that that spring twist hair is completely covering my natural hair. Let me lean back with it because I'm getting a little tired. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off this piece of hair by creating a slip knot. I'm literally gonna take this hair, loop it around my finger like so, taking the end, really simple, taking the end and I'm pulling it through, and then I'm pulling it upwards to secure that slip knot. But what I'm gonna do with the excess hair is I'm going to now wrap upwards. I'm literally gonna keep wrapping it until I can't wrap no more. This is what our faux lock is looking like right now. Again, this one came out very different than the other one, but again, charisma, we love it. This is how much hair I have left over. And again, we don't want to see this black part, so I'm gonna show you how you can add more hair and conceal the entirety of the lock. I'm actually going to employ the use of an 8-inch spring twist hair piece. So originally I was using 12 inches. This one is 8 inches. And again, I'm just using the 8 inches one because we don't have that much ground to cover, so there's no use of using a super long one. So we have our 8-inch spring twist hair, nice and fluffed out. We're going to go ahead and add this the same way that we added it at the root. I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to hold it with my dominant hand as a stabilizer, and then I'm literally just going to start wrapping once again with my right hand. So I'm wrapping, and I am wrapping up just a little bit before I continue to wrap down the length of the lock. And I have to hold it away from me because I need that tension in case you want to see what's happening. This is where I ended, and now this is where I'm beginning. Now, what happens when you're all the way to like the end of the hair? What happens then? Well, I'm literally just going to start wrapping upwards now. So this is what the end looks like right now. And now I'm wrapping upwards. And guess what? We're still going to secure this with a good old slip knot, like so. Now we're nice and secure. And I'm still going to wrap upwards to get rid of that excess hair. And now we have an entire lock that is wrapped all the way from top. So thank you for staying to the end of the video and hearing all the stuff that I have to tell you about these distressed faux locks. First things first, I have 55 locks in my hair. I'll give you a quick 360 of my hair. I did wash this hair, by the way, and I'll show you all of that stuff either at the beginning of this video or I'll insert it right here, but I did cleanse this hair before putting it into my head. As far as the spring twist hair, I use leftover spring twist hair. I would say that I use a total of 3 packs of the 12-inch spring twist hair. Now, I did have a couple of 8-inch pieces left over from like my mom and my sister's installation, but if you want to attempt this style, all you need is 3 packs of the 12-inch spring twist hair and you should be good to go. So if you're looking to recreate, you do need some 1B27 spring twist hair. How long did it take me to install these locks? It took forever, y'all. For the regular wrapping portion, just wrapping down and installing the faux locks, I would say it took me about 7 hours to do that. But because I went back through my hair and wanted to wrap all the way down for some of the ends, I spent a good maybe 3 more hours doing that. So it can be a very tedious process depending on the length. My overall guess will be around 10-ish hours, and I am a very slow worker. I did not use any nail glue, so I am going to spray my hair with some Got2b spray. So I am spraying around the midpoint just to make sure that wherever that first piece of spring twist hair ended, it's kind of sealed in there. If I notice any unraveling or all that stuff, I will report back to you on that. I already have a video on how I maintain box braids for a month, and I am going to do a very similar process for that. So I will link that video. To talk about the heaviness of this, a lot of people said that this style wasn't heavy, and I disagree. I do think this has a bit of a weight to it, especially since my last protective style was spring twists, and those are so lightweight. So compared to spring twists, you definitely can feel these. I feel like even compared to box braids, like this is a comparable style to box braids. That's it, y'all. I hope I answered all your questions that you have about these distressed faux locks. If I didn't, please leave your question in the comment section below and I will get to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to you. If it was, remember to hit that subscribe button and go ahead and join the fam. Also, like this video so that YouTube can share with other people. Do not forget to follow me on my socials at JaiChanellie. That's where the regular things are happening. The face is happening, okay, giving you makeup looks. And at Jaila's Hair, and that is where I give you all of the hair details. Until next Monday, go ahead and keep up with me on those platforms, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.